Well, Ray Rice's case has turned the issue of domestic violence into a national conversation. Those trying to raise awareness of the devastating impacts of domestic violence say this latest case has only helped their cause. Samara Sodos has the story new at 5.
Well, Shannon, this was the 8th time the Latina Resource Center hosted the Bride's Walk, but it just happened to fall during a time when people all across the country were talking about the issue of domestic violence. Some at the Bride's Walk wore wedding dresses to signify that domestic violence happens in our most intimate relationships.
It's our partners, it's in our homes.
Also raising the collective consciousness this week, the high-profile case of NFL player Ray Rice, shown on surveillance video, knocking out his future wife and dragging her out of an elevator.
And it's unfortunate, really, that it takes the NFL to bring this much attention, and there's lives that are no longer here. There are people who be murdered every day, and yet it takes the NFL in that particular incident to bring light to this matter. It's a good thing, but at the same time, it's also very, very sad.
The Latina Resource Center manager hosting this event sees it as an opportunity to educate the public about domestic violence and why victims stay.
It has created a national conversation around this issue about how often abusers are not held accountable and also how victims are thrust into the spotlight.
You're talking about it now. We're talking about it now. I've done more research on domestic violence and her response on why she did it, the hashtag why I stayed. I've looked into that.
Now, coming up at 6, when domestic violence turns deadly, we'll share a mother's deeply emotional story about her daughter's murder and her message to others who cannot break out of abusive relationships. Shannon.